Hey guys, Neil here from RepRap Face doing another tutorial. This one is going to be how to use a blowtorch or use a gas torch to clean off your extruder or clean out your extruder nozzle when it's reached the end of its happily functioning life. You can revive it and bring it back so you don't have to buy new ones. They're pretty easy to clean. After a little while, the heat starts getting to them, and you probably just want to replace them anyway. But as you can tell by looking at the ones I have here and the other one that's in my hand right here, have a tendency to reuse stuff a lot. So, what you're going to want to do is turn on your gas torch. First order of business is to get the nozzle off. You want to handle this as gently, the threaded part as gently as possible. You don't want to mess up your thread on it. You'll hate life if you flatten the thread out. Soon you really got to fight it to get it off. First order of business is to get the nozzle of the extruder hot enough that the ABS goes liquidy, or PLA, or whatever you're trying to clean out. Use this one. Nice and hot. This type of cleaning does work with ABS or PLA. Doesn't really matter. You'll see I have some of the old Mark III nozzles from MakerBot. I sort of fell in love with the big head nozzles from Maker Gear, just because when they get heated up, they stay heated. So you'll actually see a little less up and down in your temperature in your RepRap or your MakerBot. Once you've got your remember, be as gentle as you can with the barrel. Okay, once you got your nozzle off, now's a good time to look at your barrel to see whether you've been tightening it up good enough. If you've been tightening up well, you shouldn't see much discoloration up this area, because that would mean that ABS's went up. You notice it's just pretty minor discoloration there, so that probably means that when I put this one together originally, I did a pretty good job. So now, you're going to heat your nozzle up and let gravity pull the ABS out. I might want to do this outside because don't set my house on fire. That boy. Yes, this is in my house. Let's not tell my wife that I'm doing this inside the house. That black smoke is really nasty stuff you don't want to breathe. The liquid that I'm putting it into is rubbing alcohol. ABS or PLA actually cleans out a lot faster than ABS does. Last little piece of ABS out. Yep. And the reason I keep putting in the alcohol is the alcohol is actually thinning or cooling down the brass so it doesn't get too soft on me. Because you can actually, with this hand torch, heat the brass up enough that you can compress a section of it, which is really bad news if that happens. So now it's clean all the way through. So now what I'm doing is heating it up to clean the interior out. That looks nice. And then once you get done with that, what you do is you take your nozzle here, some alcohol on the cotton, really doesn't, the cotton is not all that important with the Q-tip. The reason I use the Q-tip is because they're just about 3 millimeters cheap. What you want to do is scrape the inside of your nozzle really good with your Q-tip like this until you don't feel any ridges, which are the ridges are the carbonized ABS. Usually it doesn't take much scrubbing to get it. That looks beautiful. Dip it a few more times in alcohol. Burn the alcohol out. Don't set your camera on fire with the alcohol. There we go. You now have a brass nozzle that, you got to see it there for a second. You can see the brass. You can see all the way down it. There we go. You can see it's clean all the way through. And this one's perfectly ready to be used again. As far as the nozzle head's easy. With it, you don't really have to do much scrubbing because you can't reach in there. You just scorch the ever-living heck out of the inside of it. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to keep torching it until you can see through the extruder hole. You just heat it up, pull it down, heat it up, pull it down again and again until the extruder hole opens up. You didn't see that. There we go. Final little bit of ABS is out. And now, let's see if I can get a nice view for you. There, I think you can see it. Hole is clear. What I will do is run a little wire through the hole there to make sure it's nice and smooth and clean. But you now have one clean nozzle and one clean barrel. Hope that helped. Have a good day.